This is how you connect with your spirit guides and speak to them directly. So you've been going through a spiritual awakening, you've been going through a dark night of the soul, you've been going through all these crazy ups and downs and these cycles, and you've been listening to your intuition and it's been guiding you and it's been showing you some things. But yet you still can't speak directly to your spirit guides, the ones guiding you in your journey. Yes, you may be able to feel their guidance, but you can't directly speak to them. But I'm telling you, by the end of this video, you're going to be talking and connecting with your guides like you never have before. All you have to do is follow exactly what I say. The first thing that you have to understand is that your spirit guides are also you, because you are an expression of the universe. And your guides are a piece of you expressing yourself. Does this make sense, right? Basically, you are the universe and your guides are a part of that. They are also separate from you, but they are also you and they are also here in this experience with you, if this makes sense. But I'm speaking about your close spirit guides. Now, once you start actually speaking to your guides, right, and you start noticing the different energies that they are, you're actually going to start being able to even talk to gods and goddesses of Greek mythology or Egyptian mythology, things like that. And guess what? They are also your spirit guides. That's right. Every spirit in the spiritual realm is neutral and it is here to guide you. That's what this experience is about. It's about coming in here with guides, right? Your spirit family, your spirit guides here to help you in your mission and help you in your purpose. Okay, so now that you understand this, your guides are yourself, then you can start differentiating the many different voices in your mind, the many different voices in your head. If you are able to listen to an inner part of you, that inner voice, right? Your intuition that has been leading you everywhere, that feeling, I want you to give it a voice if you haven't already. Because that intuition is like a feeling. Do this, right? Create this business, but it's a feeling. Instead, I want you to have that feeling and give it some words, right? What would that feeling say? Hey, Edgar, you should probably start that business today, right? That, my friends, is your inner voice. That is the higher intelligence all the way inside. Basically, God, your higher self, and your guides. That's where they reside, right? So now that you're able to get to that inner voice, you give it a voice as well. Instead of it just being a feeling, you give it a voice. And I need you to start speaking to this voice. Don't think that you're delusional. Don't think that you're crazy. Obviously, don't speak in public, right? People are going to think you're cuckoo. But when you are in meditation, when you are in public in your own mind, anywhere, right? Begin to speak to this inner voice. The more you do this, the closer you're going to get to your higher self. Now that you are used to speaking to this inner voice, right? To the point where you're going even deeper and deeper and deeper in, so inwards that it's literally speaking to God, right? To begin to notice or be aware of the many different energies, the more inward you go. Because all of those energies, all of those voices in there are all different energies. They are you, but they are also separate parts of you. And a lot of those energies are your ancestors, are your angels, are your spirit guides, things like that. Okay? Those different voices all come together with a different energy. You, as the spiritualist, as the wizard, as the witch, you need to go in there and begin to differentiate these different energies and these different voices, right? And if you want, you could even give that voice, that certain voice that you notice that gives you certain advice, has some type of personality, is different from this other voice. Begin to speak to that voice and even ask its name. It might even give you a name, right? So this is how you begin to slowly speak to your guides and slowly start to understand which voice is which guide is here or whatever, right? And each, like I said, each voice comes with its own separate energy, with its own separate energy, okay? And also put it in your mind that your guides are always with you, because they are, okay? This is 100% fact. Your guides are always with you, always around you, always. They are always, your team is always experiencing everything that you are experiencing as well, right? So all the pain and suffering, they're always there. Even in the darkest of times, they are always there. All you have to do is ask and speak to them. That's it, right? So now that you can differentiate these voices, now that you can understand that these voices are the most inner parts of you, including your higher self and the higher intelligence that is God, right? Now it's going to be a lot easier to understand where the voices are coming from and who is who, because you're equating a voice to an energy now. This voice, this energy, this voice, this energy, right? This voice, this energy, this personality. So it's this spirit guide, right? So the more you do that, the more easier it's going to be to differentiate with your guides. Now, if you want to connect with your guides, right? Your guides and the universe are going to give you clues in the 3D, right? And in your own life story. So let's say that you are drawn to a particular culture, right? Really, really drawn to this culture, right? And let's say, I guess I'll just give you an example for myself. So I'm drawn very, very much to the samurai culture because I have past lives there. Now, I'm also a big, big fan of a samurai legend. His name, and he's also a philosopher. His name was Musashi Miyamoto. Many of you guys probably know this guy. So he was a legend because not only was he a great samurai, but he was also a big philosopher, right? And so he wrote a lot of philosophy books and things like that. So I had a very big fascination with him and the culture, right? And at times I would even see visions of him randomly, right? Those are signs and clues in the 3D that Musashi was my spirit guide. And it's the same thing that's going to happen with you. You're going to be drawn to a cartoon. You're going to be drawn to a culture. You're going to be drawn to a country. You're going to be drawn to a person, right? If you're drawn to a person, that's literally, or a god or a deity or a goddess, whatever, or a prophet. And you're really drawn to this energy, this spirit, right? This spirit is most likely your guide, right? So when you start putting two and two together, the signs in the 3D and the clues, and you start to notice that this is probably my spirit guide, right? I'm always seeing this person, this guy, this woman, right? I'm always seeing them around. You know, I'm always seeing them in the YouTube algorithm, the Instagram algorithm. I'm always seeing there. I always see Shiva there. Is he my spirit guide? You gotta look into these things, okay? And then the next thing I want you to do is try to feel your aura, okay? Try to feel the aura around you, and try to feel if your aura, if there's any type of spirit pushing into your aura. This requires you to have a certain level of intuition and awareness on your aura. If you can't do that yet, then that's totally okay, but you can still feel things. I know you can. You can still feel maybe like there's a spirit here, or there's a spirit there, or whatever, or maybe when you take a picture or a video or something, you see little white dots, little white things. All of those things are clues for a spirit guide. Clues, clues, clues. Now that you can differentiate the voices in your head and connect the energies of the voices to separate the energies so you can understand that they're different energies, right? That level of awareness. And you're starting to figure out the clues in the 3D. Now what I want you to do is meditate, call upon the spirit, set the intention right before meditation, light a candle, ask the spirit guide that you want to talk to, or the guides that you want to talk to come and visit you, and even ask them to meditate with you. Okay, when you ask them to meditate with you, it's almost like an honor, and they'll stay and meditate with you. Okay, and they'll provide guidance. And the more you speak to them, And the more you treat them like different energies, you honor them and you respect them. Like, this is Archangel Michael right here. This is Shiva energy. This is this energy. And you speak to them like their own person, their own thing, their own thing, their own thing. You're connecting with these energies. You're connecting with these spirits. And your connection is getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where you're going to be so incredibly connected. So it's all about practicing speaking to these different energies in your mind. Okay, now I want you to try this mudra. This mudra is specifically to connect and channel spirits and energy. So if you differentiate the voices in your head, right? The voices in your mind, the voices inside, you locate different voices, be more aware of the voices, begin to speak to these voices inside without thinking you're crazy or delusional. Set the intention of speaking with a certain spirit guide or spirit guides because you're seeing all the signs in the 3D. And then during meditation, connect with them using this mudra. It'll literally be impossible for you not to connect and speak to them, right? Do all of those things and you will be speaking to them like that. The number one thing that's going to stop you is your doubt, because you doubt that you are even speaking to your guides. Maybe I'm just speaking to myself. Maybe I'm just delusional or I'm crazy, right? That is the number one thing that's going to stop you. So get that out of your mind. Okay, that's only going to delay you. Okay, we are alchemists, baby. We're not here to do the 3D delusional, I'm crazy things. That's 3D stuff. Okay, we are multidimensional beings. We are here because we can speak to multidimensional beings, right? Because that's how powerful we are as light workers. So as a light worker, this is going to come easy to you. Okay, so just trust and believe and know that your guides are there because they really are there. All right, so if you want a 1-month mentorship program with myself so we can unblock those blockages, balance your energies, and get you back into your highest of timelines, hit up my link down below in the video description, or you can also get a consultation with myself, a reading, all that good stuff is in the video description down below. Also, check out my affiliate link, Aura, a mental wellness and meditation app. You can use this app for 7 days for free, and you can use my code for 25% off the app. The app is really, really cool, and I think it will work really well with my subscribers, you guys, because I love you guys so much. I would never, advertise anything that I didn't use personally. And with that, we call it a video. I hope this video has brought more clarity, and I hope you can connect even easier with your guides. It feels like you will. Take care. Bye-bye.